Hello world, the Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. Happy Halloween to those of you that celebrate the Festival of Samhain. That's right. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get these messages. I hate these messages. Anyway, hey, hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody's getting excited for do their trick-or-treating tonight with the kids. I'm ready. I got my candy ready and my masks. I should have brought my mask up here. I have cameras on my front door so I can see who's coming before they see me. And if it's little kids, I don't scare them. But if they're the bigger kids, I try to get a little spooky. But hey, I've done that for years. I enjoy kind of participating, if you will. So hey, thanks for stopping by. You know why you're here. We've got Gruv.com movies and Hamilton Book Hall movies. So yeah, not a whole bunch of stuff, but yeah, I thought I'd share it with you today on this day, the day we celebrate all things spooky. Anyway, Gruv, for those of you that don't know, is an arm of Universal. It's basically their retail arm. As you can see here, they've got some pretty good deals this weekend. If you check it out, whole bunch of spooky stuff. They've got steel books on sale. So generally, recently I've been buying a bunch of stuff from them because basically, pretty good prices. They have a 20% off coupon going on right now also. So yeah, you guys check it out. It's Gruv.com, Gruv.com. All right, let's get started. First one up, something I watched last week after I picked this up. It's not a horror film per se, but it's it's pretty thrilling, I guess. Samuel L. Jackson in The Cavemans Valentine. The Cavemans Valentine. It's 116 minutes, R-rated, 2001, a mystery drama. It actually gets really pretty good reviews, and for good reason. It's pretty good character study, really. Samuel L. plays a homeless person that lives on the street in New York City, and he suffers from schizophrenia, and I thought he did a pretty good job portraying someone with that issue. So yeah, and what he has to do to basically help solve a murder. I won't give away too much, but I enjoyed it. If you're into Samuel L. and thrillers, I definitely recommend this one. So, The Cavemans Valentine. In this spine-tingling and visually stunning thriller, Academy Award nominee Samuel L. Jackson delivers a full-throttle performance as Romulus Ledbetter, a misunderstood musician turned recluse, hiding from personal demons in a New York City cave. When Romulus finds the frozen body of a young drifter in a tree, the authorities, including his police officer daughter, claim the death is accidental. Romulus is convinced the man was murdered by prominent art photographer David Lippenraub. But how can he prove he's right when everyone thinks he's insane? Check it out. Pretty good. Next up, Play It to Death. Undeniably scary. Haven't watched this one yet. Something called Long Dead. Oh yeah, this first group is from the Gruv. Gruv.com. So they're all basically Universal Studio releases. Long Time Dead. 94 minutes, R-rated, from 2002. It's a horror thriller. It's middle of the road reviews. It's pretty atmospheric from what I understand, and yeah, a thrilling, spine-tingling, nerve-shattering ride. A group of college students at an all-night party dare each other to play Ouija. Don't do it. But what starts out as fun rapidly turns into a nightmare when the glass spells when the glass spells out the message, "All die," and a demon is awakened with an appetite for vengeance against those who summoned him. One by one, the students fall prey to a succession of disturbing murders. With time running out and the body count growing, the remaining friends realize they can't trust anybody, not even each other. Long time dead. If you guys have seen any of these and have an opinion about them, feel free to leave your opinions in the comments down below. Next up, I first thought this was Ryan Gosling, but I don't think it is. No, it's Dan Stevens and Maika Monroe in The Guest. The Guest. R-rated, 110 minutes, from 2014. It's a mystery thriller. It's pretty good reviews. It says it's all kind of awesome. From the creators of You're Next, pretty good movie too, comes The Guest, a pulse-pounding thriller starring Dan Stevens and Maika Monroe. Hope I'm not killing that name. Recently discharged from the Army, David Collins unexpectedly shows up on the Petersons' doorstep, claiming to be their late son's best friend. Welcomed into their home, the well-mannered stranger becomes part of the family until a shocking wave of violence raises daughter Anna's suspicions that the mysterious ex-soldier is not quite what he seems. Smart and suspenseful, The Guest is an action-packed blast that critics are calling impossibly cool. Okay. The Guest. Guy kind of looks like Ryan Reynolds, doesn't he? Maybe I'm full of crap. Alright, next up. I like my killer cars, killer machines, so I picked up The Car. Somehow or other I didn't have this one. What Evil Drives? The Car. What Evil Drives? The Car is not rated. Excuse me, it's PG. It's from 1977, 97 minutes long. It's a horror mystery. It gets pretty good reviews. It's a possessed car. What more do you want? I love my possession movies, like, you know, Annabelle and dolls and cars and trucks. It's just over-the-top crazy fun, I think. I enjoy them. Fasten your seatbelts for the terrifying thrill ride that has become a cult classic, The Car. The peaceful tranquility of a small western town is disturbed when a murderous car wreaks havoc by viciously mowing down innocent victims. New Sheriff Wade Parent, who's played by James Brolin, may be the only one who can stop this menace in its tracks until he realizes that the driver of this indestructible vehicle is far more dangerous than any man. It is driven by pure evil. With a digitally remastered picture, The Car has never been more thrilling, more chilling, or more explosively entertaining. The Car, from 1977. Pretty sure I watched that way back when. Didn't have it in my collection, so I thought I'd pick it up. And then they followed up with the unrated version of The Car. 89 minutes, from 2019. Horror thriller. This is the sequel to the 77. I like the 77 one better. I believe I've seen this one also, but didn't have it in my collection, so I thought I'd pick it up. Car. Road to Revenge. Unrated. In a dilapidated cyberpunk city plagued by crime and corruption, an unscrupulous district attorney is savagely murdered and tossed out of a building onto his brand new car. Mysteriously, the district attorney and his car come back to life as a single being with a thirst for vengeance. The eerie driverless car embarks on a vicious rampage, exacting revenge on the criminals who murdered him. The Car, Road to Revenge, is the stylized sequel to the unconventional horror cult classic The Car from 1977, and features an homage to the original with the return of Ronnie Cox as the mechanic. the car. Next up, from the minds that brought you VHS. Good movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Siren, unrated. Siren. Alright, not rated. 83 minutes, 2016. Of course, it's a horror. It's a spin-off from the Amateur Night segment from the anthology film VHS, which I thoroughly enjoyed. 1 week before his big wedding day, Jonah and his groomsmen hit the town for a wild night of club hopping and debauchery. The night soon takes a twisted turn for the worse when the group is invited to the seedy underground club 50 North 40 West, a home to the sexy side of the supernatural. After Jonah frees a seemingly imprisoned dancer, he soon realizes that the woman he has released is actually a terrifying creature of legend that will stop at nothing to claim her man. Jonah and his groomsmen soon find themselves in a deadly fight for their lives as they run from the fabled predator and the men who are determined to recapture her. Of course, universal release. Siren. Excuse me, just a second. There we go. Next up, Don't Bury Me, I'm Not Dead. Wes Craven's The Serpent and the Rainbow. How many of you guys have seen this one? Serpent and the Rainbow is R-rated, 98 minutes, from 1988. Wes Craven was the director. It's basically a creepy zombie movie. And a Haitian voodoo flick, from what I understand. Wes Craven directs this terrifying story of one man's nightmarish journey into the eerie and deadly world of voodoo. A Harvard anthropologist, played by Bill Pullman, is sent to Haiti to retrieve a strange powder that is said to have the power to bring human beings back from the dead. In his quest to find the miracle drug, the cynical scientist enters the rarely seen netherworld of walking zombies, blood rites, and ancient curses. Based on the true life experiences of Wade Davis and filmed on the location in Haiti, it's a frightening excursion into black magic and the supernatural. Can't wait to watch this one. I believe I've seen it once before, although I've seen so many things I just don't quite remember it. So it sounds cool. Let me know if you guys have seen it. And the last thing I picked up from Gruv.com, Someone's Watching You in Amber's Descent. Amber's Descent. There we go. Not rated, 92 minutes, from 2020. It's a horror thriller. This is probably the worst of the batch. Does not get good reviews. But it was cheap, very inexpensive, and I didn't have it, so I thought, what the heck? Actually, this is put out by Breaking Pictures. Breaking Glass Pictures. After surviving a violent encounter, renowned pianist Amber Waltz relocates to a rural farmhouse to complete her latest symphony. A ghostly figure appears at her piano, and Amber decides to dig deeper into the house's history and its previous occupants. When notes appear to write themselves on the pages of her music sheets, Amber finds herself surrounded by the dark mysteries of the house. She uncovers a deadly secret and begins her descent, the unraveling of her own sanity. Okay. Sounds interesting. I'll give it a one-time watch. May not make the shelf, but hey, let's go. All right, so the rest of these are, I believe that one was also from Hamilton Book, but the rest are also from Hamilton Book's recent drop. Next up, look like a zombie thing to me. I like zombie things. Sleep Eaters. Sleep Eaters. Look at that. Not rated, 2017, 102 minutes. Sequel to the 2016 Sleep Eaters, 30 minutes short. So there was a 30-minute short called Sleep Eaters. They made a, this is the sequel, long form, I guess, 102 minutes. So the inmates are eating the asylum. Okay. Rachel Stevens tries to uncover the truth behind the unspeakable cannibal Kelly Anderson murders that happened a year ago in her town. Meanwhile, Kelly Anderson is on the run from the law. When their blood-soaked paths cross, we uncover a world filled with more terror, more gore, and a diabolical doctor who has a cure and plenty of patients to experiment on, and time is running out to stop it. Horror Society says it's a blend of the X-Files and the sci-fi action films that you could find on the Sci-Fi Channel. Sleep Eaters. I've got my window open over there today, and it's not open, the blinds are open. It's kind of creating a heck of a glare. Sorry about that. Next up, something called the Dark Web Tapes. The Dark Web Tapes. Not rated, 75 minutes from 2020, apparently. I could not find any information about this movie online. I don't know why. I tried. So it doesn't say jack crap on the back. Look. That's all it says on the back. No description, really. Just says a group of friends play online game with terrifying results. This is put out by Wild Eye Releasing. I don't expect this to be very good, apparently. Apparently they didn't even want to tell us what was on the disc. Anyway, one time I'll watch it. Next up, this just looked funny as heck to me. It has Eric Roberts in it. And I like these kind of monster flicks. Cyclops. This one's probably going to show up in Dollar Tree soon. Not rated, 94 minutes, 2009, an action drama. Doesn't get good reviews. This was originally a TV movie. And it's a sci-fi movie, obviously, and evidently it has terrible CGI. So I'll give it a one-time look. What's happened with Dollar Tree this month? So there's no drops. That's what I'm understanding. Nothing's coming out. I've asked a couple managers, and they know nothing. So we'll see. If you guys know, let me know in the description or the comments below. Wild Eye, raw and extreme. The ice cream man is coming. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Excuse me. What's the matter with Warren? Soft serve, die hard. Awkward, lonely ice cream truck driver Warren Thompson has two major problems: an unhealthy obsession with a soap opera actress, and a gang of bullies who like to savagely beat him on a regular basis. As Warren slowly slips out of reality and into a psychotic fantasy world to escape his miserable life, a darker, deadlier Warren emerges to deal with his problems and put an end to his tormentors. Like I said, this is from Wild Eye Releasing. And it's not rated, 85 minutes from 2014. Comedy, drama, psychological horror, all mixed into one. Kind of sounds like fun to me. Alright, next up, Takashi Shimizu's Howling Village. Obviously a Japanese film of some sort. Not rated, 108 minutes from 2019. It's a ghost story, apparently. I like ghost stories. After her brother goes missing, a young psychologist visits an infamous haunted and cursed location known as Howling Village to investigate his disappearance and uncover her family's dark history. Alright. If you guys have seen this one, let me know what you thought of it. I haven't seen it. Howling Village. Next up, another foreign film. This one I believe is from Thailand, called The Maid. The Maid. Not rated, 102 minutes from 2020. Drama horror. Like I said, from Thailand, and it's another ghost story. The Asian folks love their ghost stories. That's fine by me. I love them too. Crazy video game like melee, slashing with a lot of bloodshed, says the movie buff. Joy is the new maid of a royal house, whose previous maid disappeared under mysterious circumstances, and is now haunting and terrorizing the family. Joy works to uncover the reason behind the former maid's disappearance. Brought by Epic. The Maid! Alright, here we go. This looks like a creature feature to me. It lurks, it prowls. One of my favorite creature features. Something called It Waits. There you go. It Waits is not rated. 88 minutes from 2005. It's a creature feature. Let's do this. I like creatures. It hungers for human carnage, and it will wait no longer. It is a vengeful beast of Native American legend, sealed deep within a cave for over 1,000 years. Nearby, in a remote forest outpost, troubled young ranger Danielle is struggling to confront dark demons of her own. But when the creature is accidentally released from its secret tomb, Danielle's inner conflicts meet a flesh and blood nightmare, a monster that hunts without equal, slaughters without mercy, and savors the taste of human torment. Now, its wait is over, and tonight one woman must face and destroy its flesh-ripping fury alone. This evidently was on Stars at some point. It waits. Okay, my last pickup for this last week. The grunge meets haunting in Connecticut in this terrifying supernatural shocker called Ghost Month. Ghost Month. R-rated, 90 minutes from 2009. This used to be was originally called The Offering. It's another ghost film. I think that's 3 of those we've had today. A young housekeeper disturbs the ancient customs of the Chinese Ghost Month and accidentally awakens the vengeful spirits of the dead. Put up by Dark World. There you go. So what do you guys think? Any of those you interested in? Have you seen any of them? If you have, let me know in the comments below. So hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Give me a subscription. Come on. Get your friends, your enemies. Anyway, happy Halloween, guys. Be safe tonight. Be nice to the kids. Don't scare them too bad. Give them lots of good candy. Yeah, full-size candy bars. Come on. Anyway, that's it from North Las Vegas. You guys keep smiling. Keep having fun. Keep that positive attitude about you. And until next time, peace.